The movie starts by showing some school friends and those people were playing a game. The rules of the game were in such a way that on whichever side the ball stopped, it would be locked in covered with its opposite one for 7 minutes and those people could do anything there. From these we see Charlie and Stuart. Stuart was telling Charlie what he can do by going inside because Charlie was very innocent. After a while Stuart moves in with a girl named Jennifer, but she does not allow him to touch himself. After that when the bottle is turned, the bottle appoints Anisha, then takes Charlie with her in covered. Inside Charlie learns that Anisha likes him a lot. Further Anisha also tries to kiss Charlie but Charlie did not want to do all this so he comes out from covered. Now Anisha gets very angry and she curses Charlie in anger that any girl he will love will get married to someone else. Then she takes some hair of Charlie and leaves from there. After this we see the scene for many years ahead where Charlie and Stuart have grown up now while Charlie has now become a dentist and Stuart is a surgeon of plastic surgery and both of them have their clinic in the same building. Come to friend's wedding, where the bride says thanks to Charlie in front of everyone and says that today she is getting married because of Charlie. Charlie is stunned because he had not done anything. At the same table where Charlie was sitting, two girls start talking to each other as soon as they hear Charlie's name. After a while, Charlie meets a girl named Camp. They both talk a lot during which Charlie also gives his card to the Camp the next day when Charlie comes to the clinic. So he sees that there are many beautiful girls sitting there. He gets surprised by seeing this, because earlier only old people used to come to get their teeth treated. Further, when Charlie was talking to Stuart, he meets Carola. She was married. She also tells Charlie that it is you luck and she got married only after meeting him. All this seems strange to Charlie but he ignores it and goes to his house. At home, he sees that many girls have sent voicemails for him and all those girls wanted to meet Charlie for some reason, but the surprising thing was that many of them did not even know Charlie. And this thing also seems strange to him. The next day we see Camp and his brother John, both working in a penguin aquarium, where while giving food to the penguin, Camp falls into the water, due to which one of his teeth is broken. On the other hand we see Charlie who was going out with a girl but that girl tries to come close to Charlie in the car. On asking about it the girl tells that I have come to know that with whichever girl you sleep, that girl gets married soon. Hearing this, we can understand why the bride and Carola were called Charlie the Lucky Charm in the wedding. Along with all the girls who had come to meet Charlie in the clinic, they also came there for the same reason. Charlie does not believe the girl after hearing her words. And in the meantime, Charlie gets a call from the Camp and she tells him about the condition of her teeth. Then when Charlie hears about the condition of the teeth of the Camp, he immediately asks her to come to his clinic. After that we see the scene of the clinic where Charlie checks the teeth of the Camp and says that there is nothing to fear and there is no damage to your teeth. Then by mistake Charlie gets hurt by the hands of the Camp, for which the Camp speaks sorry to Charlie. Then when the Camp was giving money to Charlie for treatment, Charlie refuses to take that money and here we also come to know that Charlie started liking Camp. After that the Camp leaves and when Charlie leaving the clinic, when the Camp comes back and the car of the Camp is not starting, so she asks for help from Charlie. Then Camp do a mistake and Charlie gets a shock. But this doesn't do much to Charlie. After that the car gets fixed. But by mistake of Camp that car was locked and the car key was inside the car. So Charlie takes the Camp to his house so that she can get another car key. But on reaching home, Camp remembers that he had also kept the keys of the house inside the car. Now due to no option, she somehow breaks the window cast and brings the car key from inside, after which they come again to the clinic and then Camp leaves with the car. Further, as Charlie arrives at his house he sees that his receptionist, Reba, is waiting for him. Actually, Reba came to know about Charlie's lucky charm, and now she also wants to sleep with Charlie because no boy is marrying her, but she has to get married soon. When Charlie hears about Reba's problem, then he also agrees to Reba's point. Then when Charlie tells this to Stuart, listening to which Stuart says that you should take advantage of this gift, but Charlie still did not believe it so he refuses to do so. On this Stuart says that you are matching girls with their life partner and this is a very noble work. Charlie likes this idea very much. After which from the next day he gets intimate with many girls who come to the clinic. And many of those girls also get their life partner. Now everyone was very happy but Charlie was not feeling well. Only then does he think of Camp after seeing Penguin on TV. after which he goes straight to the camp. He asks the camp to go on a date with him, on which the camp refuses at first but later she agrees. We see both of them on the date, where both of them come close to each other while talking and after having a lot of fun. When they were about to get intimate at Charlie's house, that's when Charlie gets a call from Stuart. Stuart tells Charlie that the thing about Lucky Charm is true because till now all the girls Charlie has slept with have been married, and if today he does the same with the camp, then the camp will also be married to another boy. Now Charlie also believes in this, so he immediately leaves from there and comes to Stuart. Both of them still had doubts that the thing about Lucky Charm is true or not, so he decides to try it for the last time. Then Charlie gets intimate with a very fat girl to see if he gets married or not. Further, he tells the camp on a video call that his health is not well and for a few days from now, he will talk on video call only. Many days pass by doing the same. Then one day Charlie sends Stuart to meet that girl. In fact, his plan was that if Stuart proposed that girl and did not marry her, then his curse would be broken. Stuart also thinks this right, and then he goes to meet that girl. Then Charlie meets Camp, and then both of them get intimate for the first time. But on waking up the next day, Charlie sees TV that girl is married. He is shocked and he immediately calls Stuart and asks about it, but Stuart tells him he didn't talk to that girl. Hearing this, Charlie gets very angry, because now he started liking the camp and was afraid that the camp would also get married to someone else. Only then he came to know by looking at the calendar that the camp is going to meet a boy named George at 8 o'clock Wednesday. By knowing this, Charlie feels that Camp will definitely meet George and marry him. Knowing about this, he starts acting very strange. In fact, he was thinking that if he stays with the camp all the time, then the camp will not meet any other boy. But the camp finds Charlie's behavior strange, so she tells Charlie to stay away for a few days. Hearing this, Charlie becomes very sad. After a few days, Charlie goes to meet the camp where he sees the camp with a boy. Charlie here thinks that the guy is George and is flirting with Camp, so Charlie starts fighting with him. Camp gets very angry by seeing this and she understands that Charlie is doing all this about her lucky charm. So Camp breaks up with her because Charlie does not trust her at all. While Charlie was sitting outside his clinic while talking to Reba, a glass bottle falls down from the hands of a man nearby. Charlie remembers that Anisha once cursed him as a child. He feels that all this is happening because of the same curse, so he immediately leaves to take Stuart to Anisha's house. So when he reached home, at first she did not recognize Charlie, but when he talks about her childhood, then she remembers everything. And then Charlie tells him to remove the curse on him. On this she says that there is no such thing as curse and I told you all that in such anger. At the same time she also says that if the camp wants to stay away from you then you should let her go. Charlie also understands this, so he comes home and calls directly to Harvard, which is the biggest researcher of Penguin. Camp's dream was to meet Harvard one day, so Charlie did it. Next we see Camp and Harvard spending time together and Charlie was happy to see them from afar. After this, one day Stuart tells Charlie that Camp is leaving the city and going to Antarctica with Harvard forever. On hearing this, Charlie immediately goes to the airport and buys a plane ticket and boarded the same plane in which the camp was. There, Charlie proposes to ring the camp in front of all the passengers of the plane, and the camp also accepts his proposal, and he also comes to know that the camp has continued in Antarctica not forever but for a few days so that he can do research about Penguin. And it also turns out that Howard is already married. On the other hand, we see Anisha who takes out a doll from a black box. It had a childhood photo of Charlie, as well as Charlie's hair there. Seeing this, we can understand that perhaps whatever was happening to Charlie was actually happening because of his curse. And with this our movie ends here.